As many as 36 million Americans are deaf or hard of hearing, and the National Center for Health Statistics tells us that only a small percentage of them are actually using assistive technology to help mitigate the hearing impairments for their ears. But the Starkey Foundation wants to change that, and thank goodness for the Starkey Hearing Foundation and Chrissy Pease, who is Regional Marketing Director for Sandia Hearing Aids and representing the Starkey Hearing Foundation this morning. Good morning to you. Welcome
back. Good morning,
back.
Nikki. Thank you. Thank you for having me on again.
Well, it's been too long.
Yes, it has.
Such an important subject, and we want to talk about the fact that the Starkey Hearing Foundation is dedicated to building better lives for the hearing impaired around the world, and that's every single year for thousands of people by providing free hearing aids to needy individuals and children. And actually, we want to mention that the foundation has promoted hearing care awareness since 1973. So, Chrissy, tell us a little bit about these efforts.
Well, you know, the Starkey Hearing Foundation, when it was started by Bill Austin, who is the CEO of Starkey Laboratories up in Minneapolis.
Right.
The mission of the foundation is to promote hearing awareness, you know, throughout the world, through research, through education, that kind of thing, as well as, you know, giving the gift of hearing through these many missions that they do.
That we really all take for granted if we do.
And we do. When you don't have it, you really miss it, or if you've never had it and then you get it, you really understand
absolutely
how important it is.
And you know, you don't just do domestic missions, you do international missions. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, keep in mind that you know, the mission of the Starkey Foundation, the motto is "so the world may hear." So keeping that in mind, obviously we do missions you know, in the United States, domestically, cities around the country, everywhere, Miami, New York, you name it, you know, they try to get there. And internationally, these missions have taken place in many countries around the world, Turkey, Haiti.
Yeah, in fact, I want to mention that we have a clip of the Foundation's mission in Haiti. Can we take a look at that right now? Check this.
Most of the world, people that they say they're deaf, this is a deaf community, deaf school, deaf people, they're not deaf, they're just hearing impaired. And so 99.8% of them we can help.
Helping the children and people of Haiti hear is one small part of a bigger goal. You know, the motto of the foundation is "so the world may hear," and that's what we're really trying to do.
You like
now
that?
He's getting it on that one. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah! He's hearing his voice for the first time.
Whenever we start a project like this, you have to get on the ground and go to work, and once you start going to work, you find you can work through any challenges. Okay. If you're not getting enough power, I'm going to bring you stronger aids right away.
Okay.
And we're going to go up in that level, and we're going to try again until we get it just right.
Okay. I went with Starkey because something that's really important to me is obviously my hearing. You know, without that, I can't do what I love. And the first thing that they get to hear themselves do is kind of sing, and so for me, that's amazing, getting to hear that. La 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 la, la 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 la, ba 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 ba. Yeah, she can. So it's about being sensitive, but also getting a good result so that they can hear as much as they possibly can. You love it?
Originally, we came down here to fit about 50 to 60 kids as an initial visit, but we ended up fitting a whole school of about 200 to 220 kids from a deaf school who lost all their hearing aids during the earthquake last year.
We identified people to work with us on the ground here, and so we're connecting through to try to find these people that were dispersed. Before the earthquake, we could have found them more easily, but now we're going to go connect back through the system and find the people that are here that need us and try to bring them the help that they should have.
Oh my God, it fills my heart.
Goosebumps.
Right? Oh God, the two of us are all tearing up. It's beautiful, and obviously we saw Miley Cyrus. You have a very high-profile support group and a lot of A-listers on your team. So tell us a little bit about some of the people that are involved.
Well, you obviously saw Miley Cyrus, huge supporter of the foundation, working with the children. It was just an amazing thing. you know, people like Bill Clinton, President Bill Clinton, huge advocate of the work that Bill and Tanny Austin are doing with the foundation. Comes back,
too, right?
Marley Matlin, Whoopi Goldberg, you know, the list goes on and on.
It's fantastic.
So yeah, it's fabulous.
Now let me ask you this, we see some of the people involved in the support, but who's actually involved in the distribution of the hearing instruments?
Well, you know, you think about the hearing instrument, obviously you need the hearing instruments, you need the hearing aid batteries, you need, you know, all the supplies that go with it.
Right.
It comes from the, you know, Starkey Laboratories up in Minneapolis. But, you know, the groundwork, the people on the ground doing the footwork, you know, those are again, Bill Austin, the people who work with the foundation, the many volunteers that just step in, roll their sleeves up, get in there. And
yeah, and speaking of footwork, in fact, NFL players went on a mission to Africa. Let's take a look at a clip of Vernon Davis. Now, Vernon is from the San Francisco 49ers. Check this out.
I'll never forget it. The moment I put this hearing aid in this kid's ear. And I clapped my hand. As soon as I clapped my hand, it was like a spirit just running into somebody's body. That was his response.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
it's amazing.
Wow. So how can people get involved? Because I know a lot of people want to get involved with the Starkey Hearing Foundation. What do they need to do?
Well, to get involved, obviously you can go on the website www.starkeyhearingfoundation.org.
Okay.
And look around the site, see how you can help. There are ways that you can, you know, educate yourself, find out things that you can do for the Starkey Hearing Foundation. Also know that, you know, people with hearing loss that do go in and get tested and they get fit with hearing aids. If you go into, you know, Sandia Hearing Aids locally here, All American Hearing Networks around the country, anytime you're fit with hearing aids, you're helping that cause.
Absolutely.
So that's a good thing to know.
And you're helping yourself too.
Absolutely, yourself in the cause, definitely.
Chrissy, thank you so much. That was just
Nikki.
a wonderful story, and we love everything that you're doing to help everybody to hear better. And still ahead, 5-star burgers, burger of the month.
Crown with 2 people. And also we have the side of coleslaw. And over here we have the turkey burger.